Chicago. This time the rebound pulled away by Bill Cartwright, his 5th, off to Michael Jordan.
Scottie Pippen is limping here. His right leg. He's got a problem. He's still back here over half court. It's his knee. Right here.
Knee.
Watch Barkley take him. Yep.
Barkley almost lost the ball after getting by Scottie Pippen, but he does get the 2 points to fall for him. He has 12.
See, Charles is walking up the floor. His man is up here with the basketball. They're scrambling to pick up for him.
Jordan with 2 Sixers right on him.
You can't do that. I mean, you just can't cry and say, I want a foul shot on that opportunity. Because now they just get the ball up the floor. The rest of the other 4 guys are scrambling to pick up your man.
Chicago leading at 55-49. Comes down to Barkley again, operating inside. This time he will go to the line. Bill Cartwright called for his 2nd. Well, they've got to do a better job of getting the ball to Barkley in the 2nd half than they did in the 1st half.
Yeah, they did. That is a good lob up over the top. And what they're trying to do with Barkley is front him on all post-ups, forcing you to throw a lob. Then they bring the center from the other side. And that's exactly what we saw. Trying to trap or pick the pass off when you throw the lob.
Barkley at the free throw line tonight is 4 to 5, 4 to 6 now.
Well, if there is
45-49 Chicago.
There's a major weakness in Charles' game. It is the foul line, and over the course of the year, he only shot 72%. Now, for a guy who gets 10 opportunities a game, that really pulls down your scoring average.
And he missed both of those attempts. He still has 12 points. It's still a 6-point lead. He's 4 of 7 from the line tonight.
You're really in within striking distance here. You can really do a good job and win this ball game. But you have to everyone has to pull together and give 100% for the entire 48.
Pippen's knee feeling much better. Gets the shot away. Another offensive rebound for Chicago. Philadelphia really needs to do a better job on the boards.
Well, Horn knocked Cartwright out, but Gilliam never went for the ball.
Michael hung in the air for 1 instant longer, didn't he?
Now, you saw him get knocked on that shot also, Pete. He's hurting a little bit there. He really got popped.
Timeout with 9:08 remaining in the 3rd. Bulls by 8.
The 1991 NBA playoffs are brought to you by Nissan, built for the human race, and by Dutch Boy Paints. Year after year, it's the look that gets the looks.
If I had a Z, it'd be silver. No, black. And I'd take it to a racetrack. Hold it. Nah, drive it cross country. That's what I'd do. Wait, Germany. Yeah, now that'd be epic. Running a Z flat out on the Autobahn. Too bad you can't drive to Europe.
Looking good, you want Bud Light. The clean, fresh taste won't fill you up and never let you down.
You can taste it, you can feel it, you know you got it right. 'Cause everything else is just a light. Just keep your Bud Light shining. Everything else is just a light. You got to shine on. Everything else is just a light.
And here are tonight's Nissan leaders. 2 of the top 5 scorers in this year's playoffs. Right here tonight, Michael Jordan only a point behind Karl Malone, and Charles Barkley ranked 5th.
Now just watch at the top of the jump here. Now as he comes down, you can see Michael grimace right there. The leg gave way on him. He got hit at the top of his jump. Now just watch. See, this is bothering him here. See, you can see it. He came down, and it looked like he jammed the leg.
But he will stay in there. He has 26 points on the night. It's 57-49, Chicago, an 8-point lead.
Now, that was a good timeout by Jimmy Line. And they've got to get these guys cooking here. And this young man right here must get some more catches.
Hawkins putting the shot up. We saw Cartwright come over to help out. Offensive board, Barkley. Put back Barkley. He got 2 offensive rebounds that time. Finally paid off in 2 points for him.
Now, let me just tell you something. Now, you see what just happened? Charles Barkley scored, is standing down there yelling at Eddie Rush, wants to score. His man just laid the ball up at the other end. See, Pippen is doing a great job on that. Anytime Barkley complains, he takes off and they get him the basketball.
And the lead is back up to 8 for Chicago. Armand Gilliam had a big first half. Couldn't get that one to fall. Boy, this Chicago team is playing some defense here tonight. Seem to be 2 men on every man that has the ball.
Well, they're very focused in about the fact they play hard every night. They work extremely hard defensively. The offense will take care of it by itself. Pippen, buddy, got popped by Barkley. That was a nice night. You got a gift there.
Hawkins runs into Paxson. They're going to have an offensive foul call against Hersey Hawkins.
See, everyone is hot now because it was Eddie Rush again. You see? Now you're going to see here right now. Barkley's going to miss it, and then he's going to score. Now just watch what happens. He wants a foul because of Cartwright. He's complaining. That's his man with the basketball coming right up the middle of the floor on against the 2 guards. And you know when you're 6'9", you're going right in and taking him to the hole.
A 10-point Chicago lead now as the Bulls begin to pull away here in quarter number 3.
Chicago's had nice spacing all night long in this continuity offense.
And Scottie Pippen will take the shot with 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. Rebound, out of bounds. The ball belongs still to Chicago. No, it goes to Philadelphia. 24 seconds on the clock.
When you need a win really bad in the playoffs. Now, right now, you're down 2 games to nothing. You cannot allow the referee to distract you because you have contributed to most of these problems yourself. And you've just got to play the basketball game and play as hard as you can. Now, you're down 10.
Well, look at Jordan right on Hawkins. That time a foul will be called on Michael, his second.
I'd say that was a sensational spin move. He fooled Michael. Michael thought he was going to go up for the jump shot. And instead, when he came out of that spin, he just stepped right underneath him.
At the line, Hersey Hawkins. He looked like he was going to have himself a pretty good night in that first quarter. He had 2 quick buckets, had 5 points, one on the 3-pointer. Hasn't scored since.
Well, as we know, Pete, it's tough to do if you do not get the catches. And that's up to the offensive sets to run. And now, whether it's stagger picks, double picks, whatever, big man, little man screens, in order to get you the catch. That's all good scorers ask out of an offense against a good defensive team. How many catches do I make? Now, if they double team me, well, then there's nothing I can do about that.
7 points now for Hersey Hawkins. An 8-point Chicago lead. A little over 7 minutes to go. Quarter number 3.
Well, he's got to show some defense. Just appreciate the Chicago offense. They do a nice job. There's constant motion away from the ball.
Cartwright couldn't get it to go. Rebound comes off the floor. We're going to get a loose ball foul call. And it's going against Chicago. Horace Grant called for it, his second. 3rd team foul. And now Philadelphia can cut that lead down to 6.
They're going down here. Get Cartwright fronting Gilliam.
Ricky Green takes it inside. Nice by the 36-year-old veteran Ricky Green. He has 9 points tonight. Down to a 6-point Chicago lead now. Pippen front court finds Michael. Gilliam comes over. Michael misses the shot. Another offensive board by Pippen. Really scrambling now. Scottie Pippen on a great save from Michael Jordan.
That was a tough break. A real tough break.
Ron Anderson trying to get that shooting touch from outside. He can't get that shot to drop for him tonight. And once again, Chicago can open up a 10-point lead. Scottie Pippen will take it. No, rebound Gilliam.
We have numbers here now.
Green trying to get it underneath to Barkley. Knocked out by Chicago. Ball still belongs
now, right
to
now,
Philadelphia.
you have Philadelphia with a small front line. Now, here we go. Now, just watch this. Now, this is a very good move. Now, Jordan puts it up here. Here comes, now there it is right there. See, the ball was dribbled. Everybody wanted to travel in that situation. The ball was out of his hand, so he could stagger back as many steps as possible as long as he's dribbling.
Barkley again drawing the trap along the baseline. And this time we will get a foul call.
See, if Philly will just regain their concentration, stay within their game plan, they will rally. The building is ready to explode. They want to cheer. They want to bring them back. But you must play both ends of the floor and not lose the concentration.
Point you were talking about earlier, too, about the point guards unable to get the ball into the scores. Only 1 assist tonight for Ricky Green. That's been a problem for the Sixers in the first 2 games.
See, we have 3 good referees on this game, and they will make the call for you. Now, the reason why everyone is on Eddie Rush all night is because of that Rick Mahorn elbow. So anytime Eddie Rush makes a close call in this game, every player on Philadelphia and the fans are going bananas, but incorrectly.
Here's Hersey Hawkins back at the line. He now has 8, 63, 56. 5:34 the time left in this 3rd quarter. Chicago trying to win their 3rd straight in this series, their 6th straight overall in the playoffs, and their 10th straight if you count the last 4 regular season games.
They're the only team in the Eastern Conference that ended the season in the last 10 games with a winning record. They were 7-3.
And their defense has been so good during the playoffs. Only 1 team has scored 100 points against them in a game. That was Philadelphia in game 2, and they lost that one by 12. Down low to Pippen, right back to Grant. He tried to shovel it over to Bill Cartwright. Trying for the steal was Hawkins.
The Hersey Hawkins is really quick. He plays the passing lanes as well as any guard in this league, a big guard, because he's the off guard. Really anticipates passes.
Got called that time for a 2nd foul. Michael draws the double team. Bill Cartwright for 2. He has 9 and lead back up to 8 now. 65-57 Chicago.
See, Chicago has nice spacing, so when you double team them, they have the people in the right spots.
Gilliam got fouled by Scottie Pippen. Pippen trying to block the shot. He's in some trouble now. That's his 4th personal. So that gets a reaction from the crowd. Personal foul number 4 on Pippen. In the penalty situation now, Gilliam will be at the line.
Well, it's interesting. You know, Phil Jackson he has not made a move. He's going down to the bench right now. I mean, they need a substitution here. They're going to go small because they're going to bring in Hodges. So they'll have Paxson and Hodges at the guard positions. And they will move Michael Jordan to small forward.
So that change made as Pippen sits down with 4 personals. He has 18 points tonight. This will be the 20th free throw attempt tonight for Philadelphia. They're 15 of 19 from the line. Chicago's 9 of 12 from the line. And Gilliam now with 18 points, was 4 below his career playoff high. 65-59. 6-point Chicago lead. 4:45 to go in the 3rd.
Now Anderson is playing Michael Jordan.
Pass Hodges to Jordan. He'll put it up over Hersey Hawkins. It hangs and falls. 28 for Michael Jordan.
That was beautiful. That's what they call a guard around play. And that was really nice. Michael took a tough shot. That was a tough angle.
Barkley operating along that baseline again. Power move by Charles Barkley. He has 16. 67-61. Barkley now 6 of 10 from the field. Barkley already as many field goal attempts in this 3rd quarter as he had the entire 1st half.
Plenty of time. 8 seconds here.
Jordan is taking over for Chicago. He has 30. 6 assists to go along with those 30 points for Michael. 69-61 Chicago. Will try one from 3-point line and drill it. His 2nd tray of the night. He has 12 points. That cuts it to a 5-point lead now for the Bulls with 3.5 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Now during the year he made 108 and he shot 40%, so you know he can knock them down.
Barkley got the hand in trying for the steal. A whistle in the backcourt.
The fans are starved, Pete. They want to erupt. They want to come out. And if the Sixers will just anticipate a little bit here. That was good. A good move by Barkley, causing it. And before Gilliam got the pass, many times you'd rather forget about the foul in the backcourt. Let us run this fast break.
Armand Gilliam will be at the line, shooting a couple. Gilliam with 18 tonight. And spent a good part of the night at the free throw line where he's perfect now, 7 for 7.
He's an excellent foul shooter, Pete. He's in the low 80s, but he's consistent. He has a very nice shot. Nice follow through, nice roll of the ball.
We've got a timeout. We've got 3:20 to go in the third. It is 69-65 Chicago.
Let me tell you my fantasy. I'm driving with the stereo on, the sunroof's open. Just me and Michael winding our way to this little bed and breakfast in my Nissan Stanza. Oh, I know, as fantasies go, it sounds pretty tame. But you should see my real life.
New Wingo Bingo's paying off big, and your new game cards in this Sunday's Express News.
Plus your chance to match the $3,000 Wingo Bingo lucky number.
In the Star, Michael Landon's son talks about his dad's quiet courage.
And find out how you can win 2 front row tickets to the fabulous Frank Sinatra Steve and Edie concert from the Express News.
Oh, talk about a hot ticket.
Nothing's hotter than the X. Nothing's hotter. Express. Nothing's hotter. News. Nothing's hotter than the Express News.
TVKO, America's premier pay-per-view boxing network, presents the fight of the month, the Rumble on the Riverbank, a live World Championship doubleheader. Undefeated IBF middleweight champion Michael Nunn versus undefeated James Toney. Then IBF light flyweight champion Michael Carbajal versus undefeated Domingo Sosa. Don't miss the Rumble on the Riverbank on TVKO. Michael Nunn, Michael Carbajal, live May 10th, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on pay-per-view. Call your local cable system for details on this knockout doubleheader.
There's your score, 69-65, Bulls by 4, and Phil Jackson and Horace Grant, a few words during the timeout. QB.
Yeah, well, Phil is really upset because at the other end of the floor, you must come and meet the passes, and then what you try not to do. You see, this is the pass here. Now, what he's saying is when you're a post guy and that ball is coming into you, you go and meet the pass. That's the first thing you teach pivot people. Do not run away from the pass. Come and meet the pass. Shorten the passing lane, and that stops the player from coming over your back like Barkley did. Then you complicate situations because then they foul. All right, so now you give them 2 points, and it all came off of a simple, basic fundamental.
And Horace Grant's going to get some time on the bench to think about it. Cliff Livingston has checked in for the first time tonight. Gilliam makes the second half of his 2 free throws. He has 20 points on the night, 8 out of 8 from the line. Back to a 3-point Chicago lead. 76ers chipping away at that Bulls lead here in the third. Michael Jordan, though, is beginning to warm up here in the third. He has 32 points.
That was 1 against 5.
That was 1 against 6. Could have been 1 against 7. Wouldn't have mattered.
They opened up the floor, and they just allowed him to go one-on-one from the top. See, against Ron Anderson, he can do that all day long.
R.C. Hawkins with Hodges on him now. Paxson comes over to help out. That left Turner free. Turner finds an open Ron Anderson along the baseline. It wouldn't go for him. Ron Anderson can't get that stroke going. He's only 2 of 7 from the field tonight.
He's wide open also, Pete. That was a nice pass by Jay. Here's the same thing, see? And all they do is they spot up.
And get it out to Craig Hodges for that familiar 3-pointer of his. He has 5 of the night. The lead back up to 8.
One of the best of all time in this league. High percentage 3-point shooter, Craig Hodges.
One of the many weapons on this Chicago team. Armand Gilliam hits the turnaround, Jay. He has 22. It's still Chicago by 6.
Now, by going to Michael again, they opened up the floor. They have 2 guys on either side, high and low. They let him go one-on-one. When you double team, he finds the man.
The rebound comes to Chicago again, who have been in this third quarter in particular, getting a lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of second chance shots.
High pick and roll.
Paxson will take it from outside. Wouldn't go. Rebound pulled away this time by Gilliam. Gets it off to Andre Turner. 1:45 to go in the third. And Andre Turner going into that crowd.
See, the point guards tonight, Pete, for Philadelphia have not been able to explode even in transition and get down in there and make something happen, whether they make a creative pass or get fouled. But here's the coach right now, Jimmy Lyon. I mean, he understands. He can win this game. I mean, they're extremely close. All they have to do is just concentrate, play a little defense. Things will be all right.
Well, we go back to that stat about assists from your point guards. They're the guys that are supposed to pile them up and make things happen. Well, he's only got 4 assists tonight from the 2 point guards that have played.
Right. And talking to Jimmy today, he said we've got to get to the foul line, and they are doing that in this quarter. And they did a fairly decent job in the first half. They got there 12 times.
Andre Turner gets his first 2 of the night and gets it back to a 4-point game. That was the score at halftime, a 4-point lead, 51-47 Chicago at the half. So Philadelphia's gotten it back to where it was at halftime.
Turner does a nice job.
The rest of the job. Not with that man operating like he can.
He's so tough to double team from the top of the circle, because anytime he's in the middle of the floor and he puts it down, guys don't really want to leave their men because their men are going to be wide open.
Michael has 34 points tonight, 12 in this quarter. Closing in on the 1-minute mark in quarter number 3.
You got to take him, you got to take him. There you go.
Finally got the foul call against Greg Hodges. That's 2 on Craig.
See, Greg was up in there working hard, but you know, people know in this league that anytime Greg Hodges comes in, if he's picking up one of your better scorers, they either post him if the guy has size, or if it is someone who has good talent with the dribble, they take him off the dribble looking for the foul.
These will be the 13th and 14th free throw attempts of this quarter for Philadelphia. Hawkins with 12 points on the night. From the free throw line. This program authorized under broadcasting rights granted by the National Basketball Association solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Basketball Association is prohibited.
Now, this young man's had some season. He's 7th in the league in three-point shooting. He was 8th in the league in steals, 14th in the league in scoring, and 16th in free throw percentage. Not bad.
Pretty good year for a pretty good player. 5-point lead, under a minute to go. That time the shot wouldn't go. Livingston keeping it alive for Chicago, but finally pulled away by Gilliam. Off it comes to Hersey Hawkins along the baseline. And there's Craig Hodges tying him up.
This is what we got back to talking about in the first quarter. Anytime that Chicago shoots and misses, Philly gets it, they're looking always up the court to Hawkins. Allow him to get out in the open floor. If he wants the 3, fine, let him shoot it. But he's so talented off the dribble. He's really developed that part of the game that he did not have when he came out of Bradley.
And he earns another trip to the free throw line. Craig Hodges picking up his 3rd personal.
By the way, when he did come out of Bradley, he scored over 3,000 points in his career there, in the 5th leading scorer in the history of the NCAA.
Look at that number for Philadelphia. They wanted to get to the line. They've done it this quarter.
See, Phil Jackson has been working the referees the entire night. When they threw the ball up, he took his first move.
76-73, Chicago by 3. Philadelphia continuing to whittle away at that Bulls lead. But Michael tried to get a blind pass over to Cartwright. Anderson got a hand on it.
Now, let me tell you what happened there. Jordan saw him, took 2 dribbles. Cartwright never moved. Billy should have moved right to the front of the rim. He had a dunk, because that's where he threw that pass. Now this is what you never want to be as a defensive player, guarding him there.
Rebound came out deep to Andre Turner, but he loses his footing as he got down to the free throw line. Ball still belongs to the Sixers. Boy. Break there for Philadelphia.
Big break.
They almost turned the ball over again, and that's been a problem with them tonight. Philadelphia has turned the ball over tonight 13 times. Chicago only 5 times.
Hold for the last shot here now.
Andre Turner. His first field goal of the night. It's a 1-point game. Armstrong from midcourt, no. And Philadelphia has pulled back to within 1. They haven't been able to grab the lead, but it's only a 1-point Chicago lead. 76-75 with 1 quarter to go here at the Spectrum.
Sometimes I dream I'm in Italy, driving this incredible sports car. And my boss is there. He says,
"We need a ride to the shareholders meeting."
Now, here's where it gets weird. The sports car has 4 doors. I mean, there's no such thing as a 4-door sports car. It's just a dream, right?
That's the stupidest thing you could ever do in your entire life, is to drop out of high school. When you're in that situation and you're feeling pressure and you're feeling stressed out, you know, I felt like that, but that's part of growing up. Stay in school. It's your best move.
A message furnished by Ronald McDonald Children's Charities, the NBA, and its players.
The looks. Use Dutch Boy Satin Finish. It's the one finish every room should start with.
Alka-Seltzer's Laws of Indigestion, law number 12. The fewer people you know at a party, the more attached you become to the buffet table. For indigestion with headache, you need Alka-Seltzer, because there's no law against fast relief.
Attenzione, prego. Cos'è questa cosa qua?
It's the Canon Futura.
Sembra sospetto. Guarda fai
With futuristic flash and long-range power zoom lens. The Futura from Canon. So advanced, it's simple.
Pete Badwer and Hubie Brown back with you from the Spectrum in Philadelphia. Maybe the biggest quarter of the year about to begin for Philadelphia.
Now just watch this fake. Look how Michael Jordan went for the fake. He came by and he had to shoot up over the top of Cartwright. Now this small unit for Philadelphia has really done a good job. You know, now they have Bowl in there, but they have Gilliam and Ron Anderson, Hersey Hawkins, and Turner. Now the scoring, naturally, they really want it from Hawkins, Anderson, Gilliam. But Bowl has got to give them some good defense with some shot blocking, which has been missing in the first 3 games. They're only averaging 1 shot block a game for Bowl, and that's like an all-time low.
And the first whistle of quarter number 4, a foul on Andre Turner. Ball still belongs to Chicago. Bulls leading at 76-75. Grant back in there. Livingston has sat down. B.J. Armstrong.
They need help down inside there, right there. Nice.
Oh, he's amazing. He is absolutely amazing. 36 points for Michael Jordan.
Not only did he beat his man, he beat the second guy, and then he shot it over Bowl.
16 for 28 from the field tonight for Michael Jordan. 36 points.
Oh, that was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
They drew the foul from Will Perdue.
See, this is interesting. When they throw the ball into the pivot, the Newt Bowles man is leaving him, all right, who is Will Perdue, and double teaming. All right, now when that happens, they have Michael Jordan. Now just watch this as this pass goes in. The pass was already made. I'm very sorry. When that pass was made, they diagonaled it over to Michael Jordan's man. Michael was playing 2 people on the other side of the floor. Strong move by Hersey Hawkins.
Hersey Hawkins in this series, 27 out of 28, now 28 out of 29 from the free throw line.
Well, you see, this is what we thought we'd see from the beginning of the game, Pete, that Barkley and Hawkins would be totally involved in the offense.
And Hawkins, who had only 5 points in the first half, now scored 12 in the second half. 17 of the night for Hersey Hawkins, back to a 1-point Chicago lead.
He has really had a sensational season. Just keeps getting better and better.
Scottie Pippen losing the ball. Sixers can get the lead here. Pippen causing problems for Hawkins, as is Jordan. And we finally get a whistle. Ball still belongs to the Sixers.
Now, you're Hersey. You're dribbling. You are being chased by Michael Jordan and Pippen. They are 3rd and 5th in this league in steals for the year. But he was lucky, though. He came out there. They both got a piece of it.
Oh, they got that pass into Manute.
Yeah.
Manute held it out there like an egg.
You only have 10 seconds out, so you must be careful. It's a good matchup. It's been tough all night.
Hawkins trying to outquick Michael. Couldn't do it that time, but Michael was the last man to touch it. They're going to get it back. Only 4 seconds on the clock to shoot it.
Well, remember, Michael was Defensive Player of the Year there in '88, and he's been first team all defense for 3 straight years.
Looking for something quick here into Gilliam. He's going to have to shoot it. Chicago's great defense again. Gets it back for him, a chance to expand their lead. Jordan trying to kick it back out. There's Hawkins with a steal.
There's the shot.
From 3.
That's us. They allow him to do that on the fast break, and that's fine. He's such a sensational shooter from out there.
He's hit 2 of those tonight, but that one wouldn't fall for him. Now Scottie Pippen just inside the 3-point line. He has 20.
See, off that little pick and roll, they can get those shots all night, Pete, mainly because the post guy for Philadelphia plays below the pick. You've got to get up and show.
Chicago now leading it by 3 again. Gilliam. Nice move. Shot over Grant. No. Little Andre Turner comes away with it.
Nice. That was very, very heady.
Turner working against Armstrong.
Well, they just ran Hersey Hawkins off a pick on the left. Michael Jordan switched, brought him back on the right. He's got to take Grant off the dribble.
Losing the ball. Turner gets it back. He's going to have to put it up to beat the shot clock. And a 24-second clock violation is going to give the ball back to Chicago. Boy, the Chicago Bulls defensively tonight have been after him all night long.
See, there's frustration right there on the face of Jimmy Lynam. Why? You get it to 1. Everything looks good. The last 2 times down the floor, you end up with nothing. And at this end, they are going to more isolations for Michael or into pick and roll stuff, which you have not been defending really well.
Chicago, a team that turns the ball over very few times in every game. And that's happening again tonight. Only 7 turnovers, double that to Philadelphia. We saw Charles Barkley checking back in. Now Hodges going to give Michael Jordan a breather.
During the course of the season, Chicago was 3rd in the league for fewest turnovers, only 14 a game. And when you think of the pace that they play at.
In the playoffs, it's only been 11 a game. Hodges for 3. No, Purdue the rebound.
Oh, great
took the ball away. Purdue wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Turner off to Hersey Hawkins. Easy layup.
3 on 2.
19 points for Hawkins, back to a 1-point game.
Hawkins is having some defensive game. I mean, off the ball. Nobody's going to stop Michael Jordan. There's that pick and roll.
The ball in will Purdue. Purdue couldn't get the shot to drop, but he will take a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, I can't say this enough. Every time they run a pick and roll, they score. Or they get a wide open shot. Mainly because the Philadelphia guy is going underneath it and getting picked. It's an excellent steal. Here you have a 3-on-2 situation. Good choice. Hersey going strong. You're not going to try to foul him.
First time Chicago's been to the line in a while. The last 20 free throw attempts before this one were put up by the 76ers.
This young man, I'm really happy for him. He's worked so hard. He was a first-round draft choice, 11th pick in the draft. Everyone gave him such a tough time. He's really developed into a solid backup center here.
It's a 2-point game. Philadelphia has the ball. A chance to tie it up here or take the lead with a 3-pointer.
They're looking for Hersey coming off the pick.
They found him. Can he hit the jumper? Yes. Hersey Hawkins with 21 points. We are tied at 81. The Sixers, who had fallen 10 points down, have finally battled all the way back. Grant in the paint over Manute Bol gives the lead back to Chicago. Horace Grant has 8.
Well, he had a piece of that. But unfortunately for Manute, he knocked it right into the basket. Hawkins is working so hard coming off the screens on the right. Now he's coming off a double.
Set by Barkley and Bol. Down the ball, but draws the double team. Over to Andre Turner. All kinds of time. Can he hit the 3-pointer? No. Rebound pulled away by Horace Grant. Stolen by Turner.
Great pass.
Hawkins will go to the line one more time.
What a beautiful pass by Turner. Great defensive anticipation at the one end of the floor and a beautiful delivery at the other.
That's number 3 on Will Perdue. And it puts Hersey Hawkins back at the free throw line. Watch this.
Now just watch the coverage here. Now this is developing into a 3-on-2, and they try to jam him, and he thread the needle right there. That was beautiful. See, since they've had Turner, Anderson, and Hawkins together defensively, they've been getting better coverage on the Bulls.
And Hersey Hawkins continues his deadly free throw shooting. He's 25 out of 26 in this series. 10 of 11 tonight.
It's nice to see him rewarded this year when he got to play in the All-Star game when Isaiah was on the injured list for the game.
That ties the score again at 83. Closing in on the 7-minute mark. On the shot clock.
Hey, there it is.
The pick set by Purdue.
They're wearing it out, Pete. All right, and that's what smart teams do. They're going to force you to come up and either trap that, or they're going to force you to send the guy down to the baseline. Every time he comes off, wide open.
This series very much beginning to resemble the series between these two clubs a year ago. When Michael was kind of quiet the first 2 games, and all of a sudden popped for 40-plus points 3 straight games. Anderson cannot find that outside jumper. That is really hurting Philadelphia. He's only 2 of 8 now.
He never got that one set in his hand.
Hersey Hawkins. He has found his.
Wow. They are standing here and cheering.
Sixers have the lead for the first time since a 43-41 first half lead.
Michael was right in his face with that hand.
Comes into Purdue, takes it in over Manute Bol. No, rebound, pulled away, Charles Barkley. Stolen by Pippen.
That's sad.
Pippen for 3. Out deep to Armstrong. Now they'll run some clock here.
When Pippen and Jordan are around you, you just cannot get cute with the basketball.
Purdue. Comes out again to Scottie Pippen.
Great block by Manute.
Michael. Down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. And Barkley's going to be called for personal foul number 4. And Philadelphia is going to call a timeout here with 5:23 remaining. Philadelphia has the lead, but only by 1.
It is one thing to accelerate from a standing start. Quite another at high speed. Infiniti designed the Q45 to do both. With a variable valve timing system so advanced, there is no compromise at any speed. Infiniti has, for the first time, blurred the lines between luxury and performance.
Shine the lights on you, shine the lights on me. Keep your Bud Light shining for everyone to see. Shine the lights on this, shine the lights on that. Oh, shining all the others is where Bud Light's at.
When you're looking good, you want Bud Light. The clean, fresh taste won't fill you up and never let you down.
You can taste it, you can feel it. You know you got it right. Everything else is just a light. Keep your Bud.
These kids will try anything for kicks, souped-up wheels, an innocent chick, maybe even murder.
What if they're not through with us?
Hot rods to hell. Tonight on TNT.
Nobody plays action. Nobody plays adventure. Nobody plays romance. Nobody plays movies like TNT.
Game 3 of this Eastern Conference semifinal series from the Spectrum. It is 86-85. Don't forget Game 2 of our TNT playoff doubleheader tonight. Game 3 in that Western Conference series between the Lakers and Golden State. Bob Neal and Doug Collins will have that one for you right after this one. Sunday night coverage on TNT. Portland and Utah. Game 4 in their series. Bob Neal, Doug Collins have that one for you. Then Monday night, he'll be and I'll be in Detroit for Game 4 in the Eastern Conference semifinal set between the Celtics and the Detroit Pistons. That one right now tied at 1 game apiece. Philadelphia trying to win its first in this series.
Hey, Barkley is still complaining over the last foul. I mean, we were just away for about 2 minutes. The fans are going absolutely berserk. Philadelphia has taken the lead in shooting percentage 51-49 and in rebounding 28-25.
Chicago trying to get the lead back here. Scottie Pippen hits the jumper over Gilliam. Pippen now at 22. Chicago has a 1-point lead, closing into the 5-minute mark.
Big thing from now to the end of the game comes up to matchups and who takes advantage in the best in your half-court sets.
They get it inside the Barkley, and Charles will earn a trip to the free throw line.
See, we talked earlier about getting to the foul line. That's his 5th foul. 5th foul. That's a big one. That's why now you must continue to go right at him and try to get him out of there. And it puts a lot of pressure on Phil Jackson. Do you allow Pippen to stay on Barkley, or do you make a switch here? Now,
right now, looks like Pippen will stay in.
Now this is the 29th free throw for Philadelphia. They are 23 for 29 at this time.
And still in this 4th quarter, the only Sixer to score has been Hersey Hawkins. That is still the case. Barkley missed them both. 87-86.
Barkley has missed 4 in this game tonight.
All in the second half. And it comes to Michael. Is he going to start taking over again? He might be about to. He has 40.
Well, when you talk to the coaches in Chicago, they'll tell you their best post-up player is Michael Jordan. And you see that's smart. Take Hersey in there. The guy has been working so hard all night. You know he's exhausted. Plus, he has to throw Michael Jordan.
He gets the ball again. There's Michael right on him.
Yeah, Hersey's been spectacular.
He has. He tries again. Has the ball batted away this time. It still belongs to Philadelphia, but only 3 seconds left in the shot clock. 4:16 left in the game. 89-86
Yeah, Jimmy wants
Chicago.
a 20-second here. They're going to call it 20-second. With only 3 seconds on the shot clock, you really want to come out of here with a good shot opportunity because you're falling behind by 3.
So what does he go to here to try to get that quick shot?
Well, every team has some guys will pick a big man on a little man so that they cannot switch. But a lot of good defensive teams will say right now, no matter whatever the screen situation is, switch and keep the man in front of you. That means do not allow him to go to the front of the rim for any kind of a lob pass, especially if you are in a mismatch of size. Switch and keep them out. And then put good pressure on the guy trying to make the pass.
There's the unit coming out for Philadelphia now. Gilliam, Anderson, Barkley. Boy, you talk about going small. They're going small now with this group. As Manute Bol has taken a seat.
Jimmy likes this group, though. He feels that they played well in the 2 games in Chicago. Even though it's a small group, you still have, Barkley to be your horse at the center position.
Only 3 seconds left to shoot it. They get it into Barkley. Barkley got fouled by Cartwright. He was able to get that shot away. Or by Grant, rather.
I can't believe that Jackson is arguing over this call. I mean, I just can't believe it. Now, just watch. Now, watch the pump fake here. There it is. And he took the contact.
And still got the shot off.
Yeah, and still got it off and almost made it.
And now he's got to make some free throws. As we told you before, he's missed 4 in this half and 5 tonight. 4 out of 9 from the line tonight for Charles Barkley. That one does fall for him. 17 point. 89-87. Now Manute Bol coming back in.
This is almost like an offense-defensive type of a situation.
Manute coming in to play D. Anderson coming in to try to find that outside shooting stroke, which has been missing. Barkley makes them both. He has 18. Back to a 1-point Chicago lead.
Now, you know you can get a shot anytime by just putting Michael Jordan at the top of the circle. No doubt about it. They haven't stopped him yet. Or hit a post to him down inside.
Down to 6 seconds left in the shot clock. Scottie Pippen will take it over Charles Barkley. No. Kept alive by Percy Hawkins. Pulled away by Manute Bol. Philadelphia can grab the lead here.
Should take him. Should take him early. Give it right back to him and let him take him because he's in foul trouble. He's got 5. He can't afford another foul.
Hawkins almost lost it. Gilliam. Philadelphia moves on top on Armand Gilliam's 24th point. 90-89. 3:25 to go.
That's nice. Turner did not panic with that pass, and then that was a tough shot for Gilliam.
Turner now has 7 assists. He's had 6 of them in the second half. Almost stolen by Armand Gilliam. But there's Michael over Barkley. Comes up short.
Oh,
what a
boy.
shot by Grant that time.
What a beautiful recovery by Horace Grant.
And that gives the lead back to Chicago under 3 minutes. Andre Turner's done the majority of the play in the point guard spot for the Sixers in the second half.
Now they moved Grant on Barkley, trapping with Pippen.
Remember Pippen playing with 5 personals. Turner over Paxson. Andre Turner has had a good second half.
Now,
it's
Pete.
92-91 Philadelphia.
He got hit on that one pretty good.
Yes,
you know
he
what I'm
did.
saying? And that knocked him off, and he still had the presence to bank it in.
He's only 5'11", 160. 92-91 Philadelphia. You see the time left in the game. Sixers trying desperately to win one in this series. Oh, if that would have gone, it would have hurt.
Yeah, loose ball. Good call. And that's the penalty.
We've got a timeout with 2:14 remaining. Philadelphia has a 1-point lead as they try to win their first in this best-of-7 series.
In about an hour, you can get a cool new look. An appealing look. A strictly business look. At iMaster's Optical Superstore, get the look that's right for you. With help from eyewear specialists and our in-store lab. To have your glasses ready in about an hour. For the look you've been looking for. In about an hour, get a better look at iMasters. Buy one, get one free, or get $25 off a single pair.
Here's a special announcement from Arrow Upholstery and Drapery. We've expanded our drapery department, making it one of the largest in the Southwest. Now, for a limited time, Arrow is offering unbelievable savings on thousands of custom drapery selections. Savings up to 40% off the regular price. Call 227-5051 now. An Arrow Upholstery and Drapery consultant will visit your home to professionally assist you. Up to 40% off beautiful custom draperies from Arrow Upholstery and Drapery. Call now, 227-5051.
And here is tonight's Dutch boy in the paint. Philadelphia concerned about their play in there in games 1 and 2. They've equaled Chicago in rebounding, but still 8 more Chicago points scored inside tonight.
Yeah, but at least they're working at it, and they've kept their concentration for the last quarter and a half, and they've played well. Now, just appreciate Michael Jordan's elevation here, the distance he covers. Now, I know he missed the shot, and here's the foul up over the top. All right, Cartwright coming down on top of Barkley.
Give you the foul situation here. We told you Scottie Pippen has 5, Horace Grant has 4, Cartwright 3, Paxson 3, and Jordan 3.
Now, as you look at this, the next foul, the Bulls are in the penalty. The 76ers have committed 3, so they have 1 to give before the penalty. Now, as far as timeouts, Chicago has 3 timeouts and a 20. Philadelphia only has 3 timeouts, no 20.
And a big number advantage at the free throw line for Philadelphia tonight. These will be free throw attempts number 37 and 38 for the Sixers. Charles Barkley has made his last 3 after missing 4 in a row.
So you see, in this series, Pete, they're shooting 33 a game. So they know they can get them if they can get the ball down into their key people.
Now you see Chicago only 14 trips to the line tonight. Barkley only makes 1 of 2. He has now missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 free throw attempts tonight. 93-91.
Main thing is now Charles has got to guard Pippen and hang with him.
Michael over Manute. So you have Michael 2 and a chance for 3. Manute Bol commits his third.
See, the thing about Chicago that's great is they attack Bol. See, watch Michael take it right up into him. See, that forces Manute to move his feet, which he does not do well. He's relying on his long arms to get the shot. But Pippen and Jordan take it right into his chest and attack the basket.
Jordan with 42 points tonight. We're tied at 93. He hasn't missed a free throw in 4 tries. Now he has in 5 tries. And Philadelphia can grab back the lead here. Under 2 minutes to go.
Now remember, both teams are in the penalty. Now Pippen has 5. Here comes Cartwright on that double team. See, they keep leaving Ball. They know that Jordan can cover 2 guys.
Barkley a 3-point shot with 4 seconds on the shot clock wouldn't go. And Michael Jordan, the rebound for Chicago, has a chance to give the Bulls the lead back here. Tied at 93, a minute and a half remaining.
Now remember, both teams have 3 timeouts remaining.
They take it into Manute again. Boy. I'll tell you what.
That's
some kind of shot there by Michael Jordan.
And a technical. And they're throwing him out. At least that's the way it looks here. Now just watch this move. Now here comes Bol over. Now appreciate this. Look how long he held that ball. Now not only does he get the 2, he gets the foul. They call the technical and they just threw Bol out of the game.
So Manute Bol will have to leave. And he will walk down that runway saying, my bad, my bad. He has been ejected.
Now this is the penalty that Jordan is shooting.
That's a big call here. It was a 93-93 game when all this happened. We'll see how many points Jordan winds up getting out of it. It's 95-93 now, 96-93.
All right, now we have the regular play. See, he got thrown out because of what he said to one of the 2 guys on the baseline after that call was made. Now that was a sensational play by Jordan. Now this is what we mean by concentration, right?
They can't let it slip away with time running down like it is in this game.
Not when you could steal this one. This is one that you could definitely get.
And if Jordan makes this, it's going to wind up being a 4-point play for Michael and Chicago. But he misses it, and there's a rebound by Andre Turner. 96-93. Timeout's going to be called here by Philadelphia. Sixers trailing by 3. And they call a timeout with 1:22 to go.
We didn't look at it like everyone else. That was too confining. Instead, we opened up the Infiniti G20 with a luxurious cabin-forward design and the exhilaration of a 140 horsepower engine. It's designed to give you breathing room and take your breath away, all at the same time.
Gets the looks is Dutch Boy Satin Finish Paint. It's the one finish every house should start with. You can see why it's worth more.
All right. This week on NBA Inside Stuff, it's playoff time. And there's only one place to turn for the inside story on who's hot.
Pick and roll under the Scott, slammed up.
The Chicago Bulls are gunning for the championship. And while Michael Jordan grabs the headlines, his teammate Scottie Pippen may be the one who leads them to the title.
I just do the things that it takes for us to win.
It's your playoff ticket to all the action. Get the inside stuff tomorrow. Check your local listings.
We'd like you to take a nice look at this baseline drive, and you're going to see Jordan get hit twice on this play. Right? Once he elevates, now watch, he brings it back. He's hit by 2 guys. Now, I have no idea why Bol would attack anybody on that, because, you know, they almost hit him with a hatchet, all right? Let's face it, he really got drilled, not by 1 guy, but by 2. Now, in the ensuing part, then that's when the technical happened, which cost them 1 point. Now, here's our reset. Now, you can see the Bulls are in good shape with 3 and a 20. Sixers only have 2. Now, with Hawkins and Anderson and Turner, you have 3 good three-point shooters. Now's not the time, but when we get near the end of the game, you know that Philly can make threes.
96-93 Chicago. Hersey Hawkins going to take the jumper. Wouldn't go for him. Barkley trying for the rebound. Battling Grant for it. Ball still rolling loose along the floor. And we'll have a jump ball. We have seen some bad decisions made by some Sixer players in this one. It was a bad decision for Manute Bol to argue that call and cost him a technical. Charles Barkley's three-point effort a couple of trips ago down the court, not a very good decision. Remember, in the first half, a couple of Gilliam shots in the paint. He took the short jumper instead of going for the dunk.
All right, now the one thing he must be careful of, Horace Grant, if they win this, that they do not send the guy long and get a layup.
It is controlled by Philadelphia. Under a minute to go. 96-93 Chicago.
He's got to move quicker. He's got to go to the basket before the double team gets there.
Remember, Pippen's got 5 fouls. Out it comes to Turner.
Yeah,
Turner.
Hey, not bad for a kid who has spent 4 years trying to make it in this league and played with 5 different teams in the CBA.
We've seen a couple of people like that in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Mario Elliott and Golden State, another one.
You can't be happy enough for him because the young man has really played big here tonight.
96-95, Chicago by 1. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. 3 on the shot clock. 1 on the shot clock. No. Rebound. Pulled away Hawkins. Ball loose. Out of bounds. Off who? It belongs still to Chicago.
Jimmy Lynam is going nuts on the sideline. You know why? Because there should have been a loose ball foul called. All right. And then as the ball came off, they get a bad ricochet out of bounds. Now, the Bulls are taking a 20-second here right now. Smart move. Now, just appreciate this. As this shot comes up, watch over the back. Okay, you're going to see it. He gets hit right there, and they push him out of the way. So there could have been, now you're going to see it there. Now, they wanted the ball. I'm sure they wanted the ball, but they also could have had a possible loose ball foul. But then again, we are inside of 20 seconds. And this is the NBA, because everyone's looking at this and there's no blood on the floor right now, so definitely no one got fouled.
There's a timeout situation with 15.7 seconds remaining. Chicago trying to take a 3-0 lead in this best-of-7 series. Game 4 will be played here in Philadelphia on Sunday.
Now, big key here is this. If Chicago shoots and misses, Philadelphia might not call timeout. A lot of guys like to just, if you get the miss and it can go long, take it long. Now, Jimmy just countered this play by calling a timeout. So the only problem with this is this takes Philadelphia to only 1 timeout remaining.
Just
once
over
they get the ball
15
back.
seconds left.
The experience of buying and owning a car hasn't changed much over the past 90 years. So why would a new car company called Infiniti commit to changing it overnight? With warranty and service standards that could make the experience of buying and owning a car something it's never been. Perhaps it's because most people think the experience isn't everything it should be. And that seemed like reason enough.
휴가 중 전화를 주셔서 대단히 감사합니다.
Mr. Herbert, Mr. Kim says it's kind of you to call him during your vacation.
No problem. 뱅뱅 도는 은빛 미끼를 사용하시면 송어를 많이 잡을 수 있다고 하는데요.
He also says lake trout go crazy for silver spinners.
Getting an AT&T interpreter in the middle of nowhere is just one of the ways AT&T can help you. It's all in the cards. How can we help you?
It is 96-95 Chicago.
Now, Jimmy Lynam just called a timeout. He only has 1 left. Now, in a situation like this, we're saying there's David Stern and his lovely wife. He's making a game of night, right? No matter where we are, he's there.
He's there.
All right, now, as soon as they saw the formation, Jimmy wanted to call a timeout to see how they were going to defend it. Now, remember that the Chicago Bulls, you only have 15 seconds here. the Chicago Bulls can throw the ball in bounds here, and you have got to either try for the steal quickly, or you've got to foul somebody. I mean, you cannot allow them to just run the clock out. Now, so you're Philly, you have got to make something happen. Now, the tough pressure should be on Pippen. Want to try for the steal.
And a quick foul by Hersey Hawkins of Michael Jordan. 0.8 of a second went by in that exchange. Jordan will be at the line with 14.9 seconds remaining. Jordan tonight, 45 points. He's 5 for 7 from the free throw line. The first one.
I'll tell you, this is absolutely amazing. We are talking about a guy who shoots 85% from the line. Now you're Philadelphia, you must block out as soon as you get the rebound. If he misses timeout, if he makes timeout, because it will only be a 2-point game if he scores.
He has missed 3 of his last 4. He makes that one. It's 46-point night for Michael Jordan, but it's only a 2-point Chicago lead now with 14.9 seconds remaining. Phil Jackson looking just as much in disbelief as you are, Hubie, over Michael missing 1, 2, 3 free throw efforts in this final quarter.
Yeah, but at the other end of the floor, Barkley has missed 3 himself this quarter. He's 3 for 6, and he has only had 1 field goal opportunity. Now, let's look at the Philadelphia situation. They have no timeouts left. Now, you're Chicago. You are a very tough defensive team. You put a guy on the ball, maybe, but what you might do, because Philadelphia has not handled it, is you might trap the first pass. Now, because why? You haven't done it in a long time. A lot of good defensive coaches like to make the surprise. Now, if it's Philadelphia getting the ball inbound, I think we can safely say that Barkley's going to have the basketball in this situation. Now, the pressure is on the guy out of bounds. He has no timeouts. He has no 20 seconds. So he must make a good pass inbounds. And if they do make it, they can still get it to Barkley if the initial pass was not to Barkley.
They have not done a good job getting the ball to Charles tonight. He's only tried 11 field goals all night.
Plus, you're the defensive coach now, Phil Jackson. You don't let Charles Barkley beat you. You trap Barkley, and you make Barkley give up the pass, or you force him to try to beat your trap. Okay, now you're making him do 2 things here. What you do not do, what you do not allow them to do, and that is run a set play. That's the one thing that cannot happen here.
Well, we'll see what transpires in these final 15 seconds. Don't forget Game 2 coming up tonight from Oakland. Golden State hosting the Lakers. Best of 7 series tied up at 1 there. Bob Neal standing by to bring you that one along with Doug Collins.
Now remember, the other side of all this, now this is daring. You foul the guy who takes it inbounds, let him shoot the 2 foul shots, tie the game. And then you still have the last shot. There you go. So you never discount that. A lot of guys gamble under pressure.
Well, now timeout's going to be called here by Chicago. So the clock remains stopped. 14.9 seconds remaining. Bulls lead it by 2.
If only your tires could talk.
It's so tiring. He babies the car, then abuses me with messy vinyl cleaner. Hey, I'm rubber. No-touch tire care. Ooh, nice foam.
Introducing No-Touch Tire Care, the first product to clean, shine, and protect tires in one easy step. No scrubbing, no dirty rags, no mess.
Yeah, clean and shiny. Oh, no. Bad doggy. Go away.
Treat your tires right with new No-Touch Tire Care.
Now, this is a defensive coach in his huddle telling his team, we have 2 timeouts remaining. Now, they are going to probably put pressure all over Philadelphia. He called his timeout because he saw their set that they were going to run. Now, remember what we said. You can foul in this situation, force them to take 2. Now, that's taking a wild gamble, and that would give you the last shot of the game. You have the lead by 2 right now, so let's rely on your defense. So the second factor is trap their best guy when he catches the ball. Do not allow their best shooter to beat you. Now, what that does, though, that might open up someone and put the pressure on somebody to hit a jump shot.
And while you were making that point, Scottie Pippen doing a little politicking with Hugh Holland, seeing just how close he could get.
Now remember, Philly, no timeouts remaining.
Anderson, in it comes to Barkley. Barkley taking it inside, gives to Hersey Hawkins for 3. Timeout, Chicago. Look at the Spectrum crowd. Hersey Hawkins' 4th three-pointer of the night. The Sixers are up by 1.
All right, now, the thing is that you cannot go crazy in your own huddle right now. Chicago has 1 timeout remaining. Now, you're going to see they get the pass to Barkley. They do not trap him. And what happens? Jordan was trying to help out, and they left Hersey Hawkins out on the side. You see, Pippen should have trapped Barkley right away outside. Okay, now this is an excellent pass. Hawkins has been hot. We said that Barkley has only taken 1 shot opportunity. Now, please, everyone totally excited except for one thing. There are 10 seconds left in this game.
Still a lot of time.
Right, there are a ton of time, and you have Michael Jordan on your side. So now, Philadelphia, they're in a situation, they are up 1. Now, they have no timeouts remaining. So if Chicago should score, Philadelphia must inbound the ball quickly and advance it down the floor into a shot opportunity. You have Michael Jordan. Now, a lot of coaches will do this. They'll hold for the last shot, and then they'll go in and they'll take the last shot and try to win it with that shot. I don't like that type of strategy. I would rather get the first good shot, and then if I do miss, try for an offensive rebound. That gives me another chance to win this basketball game.
And that's an area that Chicago has dominated Philadelphia in throughout this series. Well, we'll see what the Bulls come up with there. 10.3 seconds remaining. Philadelphia trying to sneak a win in this series. They're up by a point.
Now remember, Chicago still has 1 timeout remaining.
Hersey Hawkins, the hero at the moment. He has 14 points in this final quarter, 29 in the game. The 3 biggest ones he just scored.
If you are not guarding Michael Jordan, you cannot let your man beat you off the dribble. Michael Jordan, that's a different story.
Gets to Cartwright, back to Pippen. You see the time remaining. Pippen launching it. No, rebound pulled away by Gilliam. They're going to tie him up right away.
They call the foul.
Be called. And Armand Gilliam will be at the free throw line as Philadelphia can feel a victory finally coming their way against Chicago. Boy, they put pressure on Pippen here.
Now just watch this. Barkley tried to trap him. They actually trap him. See, that's what you always like to do when they go to a guy to win the game. Now Gilliam, an excellent foul shooter. He's had a terrific night tonight. Now this is a different angle. Watch Barkley come for that trap, see? Now, did he get hit? Yeah, he got bumped a little bit, but you're not going to get that at this time in the game. This is key.
Because there's still 1.8 seconds to go.
Now remember, Chicago still has 1 timeout remaining here.
And they'll call it right away. It's a 2-point game and still 1.3 seconds to go. 25 points for Armand Gilliam, but this one's not over yet. Chicago will have a chance to get off a final shot. We'll be back.
Every summer weekend, millions of the smartest guys in America fire up their Murray mowers. What makes them so smart is that Murray's rated one of the best in quality and performance, with a 2-year warranty backed by 10,000 service dealers, at a price that's about half of other top quality mowers. which makes Murray mowers tough as they come, any way you cut it.
Sinbad here, going to the court. See, this is where legends are made, outdoors. I got on my black top shoes, the first kicks built for the outside game. Let me tell you about the outdoor game. You can shoot from anywhere when you play outdoors. There ain't no rules. How do you know when you're out of bounds when you play outdoors? If you hit that trash can, you went too far. You can't take no charge outside. You get a foot in your chest. That's what happens. You pay your dues outdoors, man. Reebok, black top shoes. You seen it? Now go play outside. I got about a 40-inch vertical since I've been wearing these shoes. About a 40, all right, about a 37-inch. I got about a 30.
Well, it's going to have to come quick, QB, if the Bulls are going to tie this one up.
Well, you get the ball at half court. The main thing right now is this is where you miss Bowl. Bowl could play right on the guy out of bounds, and it would be a tough inbounds pass. When you only have 1.5 seconds, it's almost a catch and a shot. Now, the tough thing you got to watch out for here is that the Bulls have 5 guys here who all shoot over 30% in threes. So the one thing you do not want to do is allow the guy to catch a ball deep and think that he cannot make the shot. And they have Paxson in there along with Jordan. They all can do that. Now, the one thing you try to do is switch on all back picks and do not allow a guy to go to the front of the rim and catch a pass. Now, Anderson must be all over. They've got to beat. No, they're not. They're not even playing the guy out of bounds. I find this interesting because now he can pick out the guy he wants to pass to.
And this one is going to be over. The Philadelphia 76ers trailing for much of the night. Rally in the final quarter to win the first game for them in this series. Chicago now leads it 2-1. The big basket, a three-pointer by Hersey Hawkins in the closing seconds.
You know what's interesting there, Pete? They got the ball inbounds where they wanted it. They were going back to Scottie Pippen from out of bounds. Michael Jordan was a decoy in the last 2 plays. How about that?
It is a 99-97 Philadelphia victory. There will be at least 5 games in this series. We'll be back with our Budweiser Player of the Game.